Judy. Today I want to look into the NFL data to see if teams that are traveling from the West Coast to the East Coast cover their point spread, and vice versa, teams traveling from the East to the West. So let's write the query. We're going to query the game table. So let's see what's in the game table. We can see we have a lot of data here. So we have the home score, away team, the week, the year. Let's go ahead and limit this to just the last 3 seasons. So where the season year is greater than 2020. And I'm going to limit the weeks to be less than or equal to 18. So I'm only looking at the regular season. And the NFL went to the 18-week season in 2021. So the last 3 years will work great. All right, now that we've limited our data, let's limit our columns as well. So we're going to do the season year, the week, home team, away team, home score, away score, point spread, and I'm going to toss in the over-under. And we can run it now. Now we can see our data a little bit clearer since we don't have all of the other columns. The one thing to note is we're not going to adjust Arizona that doesn't go on daylight savings. We're just going to leave them out. So they play on Mountain Standard Time, and although sometimes it is a 3-hour difference, we're just going to ignore them. So now we would need to add the time zone. The time zone is in the team table. So we're going to add a new column, and we will select the time zone from teams. And I'm going to alias the tables to make this easier. So we want where our team is this one is the team ID and the team table. Where that equals our home team, this will be our home time zone. And we'll just copy that and adjust it for our away time zone. Now let's run it. So you can see we're pulling in our home and our away time zone. Now we need to limit this to only show us games where our home team was in the Pacific and our away team came from Eastern time. So we will add in. So we're going to so this is our base query. Let's use it as a common table expression or a CTE and build on this query. So to do that, we're going to do a with time zone data as, we put this all in parentheses, and now we can query this from time zone data. So we'll do a select everything from time zone data. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Correct that, and we'll run this. And you can see we're just selecting from this time zone data. But now we can elaborate on this. So now we're going to limit this. We're going to use a where clause here, where our home team time zone is equal to Pacific time. Yes. And our away time zone is equal to Eastern. We'll run this. All right, we've got 60 rows of data. But now we need to know, did they win? Did they cover their point spread? So let's add in if they won. So after the star, we're going to add a new column, and we're going to use the case statement. So the case, when the home score is greater than the away score, then I'm going to output PT win. Else, we're not going to add anything. End our case, and we're going to name our column. So we'll call this PT win. And we're going to copy this and see if they covered the point spread. So we've copied it, but we need to, the point spread is always relevant to the home team. So we need to add the point spread. If it's negative, then it will be fine. And we're going to say PT cover. And we'll call this column PT cover. And we can run this. So let's sort these so we can count how many times they covered. We'll do an order by PT cover. We want that descending because we want the ones with data first. So we're going to run that again. And now we can see that the Pacific team covered their point spread in 31 of the games. So roughly half. We don't really have an advantage here. What happens if we change this to the Pacific teams going to the East Coast to play? So to do that, we're going to change everything from reverse everything. So we'll call this an Eastern team win. And we're going to say that our Eastern team is the home team and our Pacific team is the away team. We need to change our covers. And now we can go ahead and run this one. I forgot to change the order by. Let's change the order by column to Eastern cover since I renamed it. And now we can see that we now have 56 rows of data and we have 19 rows where they covered. So we have So we have only 19 times did the Eastern team cover of the 56 games. That's just 34% of the games that they covered. This is an advantage the other way around. So we want to watch the Pacific teams because they're winning 73% of the time, because they are winning 66% of the time. So that's an advantage that we want to watch this season. Anytime we see a Pacific team going to the East Coast to play, we should be watching those lines and see if we can get an advantage. If you have other questions you would like me to build a query to answer, drop them in the comments. Also, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. I also have a class on Udemy where you can get your own NFL database and learn SQL. There's a link provided to get the class for free for the next 1,000 people. Jump on over and start learning today and leave a review. Thanks.